Hello there, you're welcome to Let's Talk Showbiz here on the JoyNews channel. My name is Doreen Avio, and in fact, looking good here, it's always like something I always look forward to. But most importantly, today I'm here to bring you nothing but the best in your world of showbiz. And I can tell you that if you were not at the National Theatre on Sunday, then perhaps you missed out on a whole lot. I'll tell you more about love and laughter. And also, I'm sure you've heard about the Billboard 50 best rappers of all time. The list, Jay-Z is number 1, Nicki Minaj is number 10, yes. Well, some of our musicians, they seem to have different opinions. We'll hear from Ochiame Kwame, Rocky Dawuni, and Sadiq. And also, for those of you who said Stonebwoy was doing Ahonshisha when he went to the Grammys. Hey, Amanfo, Kwabena has response for you. Ochiame Kwame also has some response for you. The name is Doreen Avio, and the show is Let's Talk Showbiz. Now, if you're just joining me, this is Let's Talk Showbiz. Now, let me tell you about Love and Laughter, obviously, which was held at the National Theatre on Sunday. Woo! GH finest comedians were at their best because, listen, it was time for you to laugh. So if you were not there, obviously, you couldn't laugh. You missed out on it, but trust us to always bring you everything that happens out there, which you were not able to be a part of. Lexi the comic, look, Obian Ponsa, the list is Jacinta. Oh my goodness. I've just listed 3, so you can imagine what happened at the National Theatre.
Name is Timothy Naneje Champama. The name of the title of the poem is entitled Too Little.
It was an atmosphere of love and laughter when Image Bureau brought together the creme de la creme of Ghanaian comedians to thrill patrons at the second edition of the Valentine Laughter Show last night. The program, which was held at the National Theatre, had in attendance lovers who considered it as a precursor to the Valentine's Day celebration.
Sweetie, you came with who?
A friend.
That's your friend? And you guys are trying to work things out? And now, who didn't see Kakwa?
The comedy show was laced with musical performances from Vanilla and Lynx Entertainment's newly signed act, BDSM.
So we like a rocker, we not losing yet, no. Yes. We did a fight, but now I am wearing the crown. So some little people want to bring me back down. Tell them say we staying on top, yeah. From the bottom to the bottom, we never know when we're doing this. So the front looking at the end of the back. The French on the end of the top, maybe top boys, so we say, also we tell them now. We fight to the top, but we never left. Also we there forever, we there forever, we there forever, we there forever.
Comedian Lexi the comic had the patrons in stitches as he told hilarious jokes about love and relationships.
So my friend Obi and I, we had 100. So 40 for him, 40 for me. Then we used 20 as transport. I feel Ghanaians can be anything but strippers. We shouldn't be strippers. Especially Equiapim people. Equiapim. The girl didn't tell me she's Equiapim, but I got to know she's Equiapim. You know how strippers, after dancing with you for a while, they want to rub their finger on your nose like this and go down. So the girl did that, and I could smell a benquine. Osi imprem eko umu. Abekati konto eritu fever. Mewo yenche abedru. I said, get out of here. Abekati konto. And I think West also shouldn't be strippers. Yes, West. No. We went for a show after party. We went to a Voltarian club. Oh, we were there. VIP, they say strippers are club. For the first time I saw an MC introduce strippers. He said, Ratabono, we are about to experience strippers. Let me hear say strippers. Let me hear say strippers. Now let's invite the Agbosome strippers. Then I saw some ladies with 2 handkerchiefs. They're female. I said, hey, go back to the shrine. What are you doing here? I said, we are coming to strip.
Funny Face, who recently returned to the comedy stage after a long absence, also performed at the program.
When you grow up, you will be a pilot, you will be a dancer, you will be an aeroplane, you will be a doctor. Truly too, when they grow up, they become those things. My mother Percumens are falling down. Why would that fall down? There's another one. Na na ya. Ompe. Say oh wow. Wow. Wait. Mumani Koko, did you hear Serilac? Did you hear SMA? Mumanu. Mushwa. That is why poor boys will not play with breast at all. Poor boys. This Valentine. Know yourselves.
There were other performances from Jacinta Okansi.
Me that this year I entered this year with the mind to have a sugar daddy. It was this same year Seram decided to say our ram. It's not fair. This show like this by now, you don't see senior men with babes. Better senior men. They'll just wear cap disguise. Come and sit down. Now the girls go, they laugh. They will do. The guys go, they laugh past the men because the tickets no be them buy them. That's how you laugh when you have something free. And you know that from here, you things are gonna.
And Obi Amponsa.
Side chicks, man. Side chicks. Yo, know your position. Hello. You can't be side chick and want to main chick positions. No. Main chick positions are occupied. If you have your position, stay there. I once asked a lady out. I said, hey, can we go out? She said, oh, no. She can't go out with me because she's dating a married man and she doesn't want to cheat on him. I said, what? She said, yeah, she's faithful. You know what I thought? It felt like me and Patapa, right? Going to the Silver Bear Cinemas to watch a horror movie, okay? Let me finish the joke, guys. Don't lead me. And then we get to Silver Bear, we are watching the horror movie. We are about 30 minutes into it, Patapa goes like, hey. I said, Patapa was like, Obi, hold off one. What is wrong? Oh, why you scary? What scare me? Do you realize they are acting, Patapa? This is not their real face. Have you seen yours, bro?
Obi shared his experience with Joy Entertainment.
Tell me that.
Tonight, Obi, how do you see the show?
Valentine Laughter Show was incredible. Yeah. We closed late, but it was good. It was really good. I enjoyed myself on stage. Yeah, I really had a fun time on stage.
Were you on last year?
Yeah, I was on last year. I've been on ever since it started.
And how's the difference between last year and this year?
Well, last year was a bit more sold out than this year. Apart from that, it's just, and then this one had the inclusion of a DJ vibing the crowd, especially when it was getting a bit later into the night. So it was a good. I think this was a better improvement on the previous.
Did you make money or did you break even?
I can't say we made money on any of the shows. And for us, Valentine Laughter Show is not about money. When we established Image Bureau in 2020, our first show that we ever staged was the Valentine Laughter Show. So it is like our baby. So if it were about money, we wouldn't have staged it today. We would have cancelled it as soon as the KB Music engaged us.
Right, so that's it on Love and Laughter, of course, a production produced by Image Bureau. They have been doing this. Last Saturday, they held one, and on Sunday, there was another one. So I'm talking about the Kobna concert, and now Love and Laughter. Now, away from that, I'm sure you've been following up on all the 50 rappers of all time, and looks like it came with too many controversies, not only in the outside world, but also Ghana. As I mentioned earlier, Jay-Z was number 1. Yeah, number 1. And Nicki Minaj was number 10, making her the best female rapper of all time. And now people have issues. Everybody seems to be talking about it. They don't agree. Maybe you can... No, okay, I will not that one. You can't do it. But you see, it was something that was discussed on Showbiz A to Z. Rapper Chiame Kwame obviously had his opinion on it. Rocky Dawuni had an opinion on it. Let's take a listen to what they all had to say about that.
That Eminem should have beaten Jay-Z.
Okay.
Because
why do you think so?
Because Eminem is more technical. He sold more records. If it's about impact, if it's about direct impact based on music and audience share, Eminem has outsold everybody,
including Tupac.
Yes. Therefore, if you are looking at the commercial viability of the artist and the dexterity of the art itself,
yeah,
I think that the only two rappers who are on the level of Eminem will be Busta Rhymes, and Andre 3000 of Outkast, because these are the people who have the technical skills plus the poetry and the cadence to be able to create something that we've not heard before. The only difference between Busta Rhymes and Eminem is that Busta Rhymes is not, it doesn't have Eminem's depth and doesn't have Eminem's storytelling abilities. And also, Andre 3000 at a point decided to stop whilst Eminem kept going. So I think that Eminem should have been number one, based on sales and the technical skills of what rap itself is, and the volumes of music that he puts out. You know, but apart from that,
interesting.
I think everybody on there has the potential.
Drake, who does melodic rap?
You see, you have to be careful when you say melodic rap, because in rap music, what we sort of call melody is a cadence. What the poets call meter. You know, and the more melody you put in rap, the more difficult it is. Putting melody in rap means now the rap music is going to sit with the chord, sit in time, and be in key. So melodic rap is more difficult than regular rhythmatized speeches that we do. So do not water down melodic rap, because that is where rap is going. That's the future of rap. Because people speaking like Japas and brothers, people screaming at us on records, it's not sexy anymore. People want to hear some melody, so that even if they don't understand what you are saying, they can. There's a certain symbiotic connection between the artist and
because
the
of the melodies.
Well, you know, the thing is that I am not one that subscribes to lists, you know, and hierarchies, and because I feel that art form is a subjective thing, and many people, the relevance of what they represent does not necessarily mean something that, you know, an industry that is only based upon mostly commercial considerations and not necessarily the depth of talent that, you know, some of the talent that I have seen that were really incredible, that I will call some of the best rappers that I've met, you know, in my journey and all of that, you know, many of them didn't make it to that list. So it's hard for me to make a comment on that. But at the same time, too, I think that, you know, celebrating an art form that came out of the Black people's experience and, you know, was also inspired, as we can all know, that this rap music came from the griot music of Africa. You know, so we shouldn't lose sight of that. I mean, although Kool Herc and all of those people, you know, really brought it because it came from Jamaican dance hall and all of that. And they started in the Bronx and in New York and were able to popularize this art form. The origins of it is based upon the traditional African style of music and communication and oratory, you know. So to celebrate the top fives, top five artists. I was actually I was present at the Black Music, you know, Coalition event where, you know, Dr. Dre was being honored, you know, Lil Wayne was being honored, and everybody was being honored. And it was a good thing to see that this art form has had the opportunity of being in the central part of popular music, you know, so that's something that we should celebrate. And even when we look at Ghana, you know, it's come back and influenced us.
All right, so that's the opinion. I don't know what you also think about it, but for me, when Nicki Minaj sits, I like it. She's a female and she's the best. amongst all of them, I'm okay. Cardi B is somewhere, I'm sure. Now, away from that, let's talk about Stonebwoy at the Grammys. I mean, Stonebwoy was not the only person who went for the Grammys. We had Adam there, we had Kitty in there, and Rocky Dawuni was also there. But there was one thing that caught the attention of everyone. Obviously, trying to talk to Taylor Swift, and I'm sure Stonebwoy had his reasons for, talking to him. When that video came out, most Ghanaians were like, Stonebwoy is doing Ahoshishe, he's doing Ahoshishe. But, well, I caught up with Kwabena, and he was like, so what?
We thank God that at least now we are gaining some recognition. Okay, I want to tell every Ghanaian who has actually made a negative comment about this trip to listen to this. 54 countries in Africa. 54. Right?
1.2 billion people in it.
Thank you. How many countries were represented at the Grammys this year? I think South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana. Was Kenya there?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Hey, iti yempa de na nyame nye. Unim se Nyankopon te srudin o baby son se nkrofo we kura de na me fa ncha wo.
Thank you, sir.
Because my football stars will come together to bring them down. My musicians will come together to bring them down. My actors will come together to bring them down. My presenters we come together to slander them, to do all kinds of stuff. Maybe a question. DJ Khaled, no so young Shashana. Those of you who are DJ Khaled's fans, did you see how he behaved when he saw Thames?
Of course, it was beautiful.
So what is wrong with Stonebwoy appreciating Taylor Swift, who is a great artist? So when I saw Taylor Swift, I should pass. Hello. But anyway, I don't blame anybody who speaks like that, because guess what? You probably don't have any talent in you, and you've not even found out who you are. You've not even done anything that you yourself can appreciate yourself. That's the reason why you can appreciate other people.
Wow.
That's the only reason.
Jesus.
But if you have something in you which you know and you are grateful to what God has done for you, you also appreciate other things in other people God gave them. It's as simple as that.
This is Hits.
Right, so that's their take on it. I don't know whether you're still sitting there thinking that Stonebwoy was doing Ahoshishe. The young man is still working. I've seen videos of him and Jordan Sparks in the studio as well. And I'm sure with time, we'll definitely hear something as he gets ready to release his album in March as well. Bringing us to the end of Let's Talk Showbiz, today's edition. My name is Doreen Avio. And also, remember to log on to myjoyonline.com, the entertainment page, for more of our stories. Do have a wonderful evening.